might have to have my mic on for the show. That'd be good. What's up, Spurs fans? We got our 50th win tonight in an exciting game that didn't know that it was going to be this exciting. No Kawhi Leonard, so you think Spurs, possibly could win a nice little game, get the 50th win. Everybody can celebrate pretty easily tonight, but that wasn't the case. The Clippers, they came out, played hard. It was really a game of who had the energy, who really wanted it. At times, the Spurs really wanted it, especially the Clippers wanted it early. It was 17. They came out with 17-3. Jumped on the Spurs pretty early. The Spurs got back into it with effort. I thought Cleveland played an up-tempo pace that didn't really favor them. Spurs were able to take advantage of playing fast, getting downhill. Points in the paint were big for the Spurs early on. I thought Keldon got going. Castle obviously, really, does well against matching up people in transition, getting mismatches, bullying people. So I thought the Spurs jumped on him, got to the 20-point lead, and then the Clippers came back and they just wanted it more. They, just a game of runs, a game of energy. Who wanted it more? What, the bench points. I think they had at some point in the second half, they had 30 bench points. I think Jordan Miller had a great game. I forgot who else. Let me look up. I'm forgetting the other name of who really went off for them off the bench. Yeah, they had a really good surge of bench points for the Clippers. They played with energy, and the Spurs. It got close, man. It got really, really close. A lot closer for comfort. I think it got down to 6 when it was really okay, this game could go either way at a 6-point margin. Spurs were able to take care of business, man. They hit some clutch, like always. It's just clutch plays. Who's going to make the clutch plays? The ball bounced favorably to some players like Fox for a nice little jumper. So it was a fun game, man. It was a really fun game, more than I expected. Obviously, I'm solo dolo. I appreciate everybody reaching out that wanted to come on the show. I eventually will get more people on that when Marshall's not here. Obviously, Marshall's my co-host, and I always ride with him. But when he's not available, when he's busy or occupied, a lot of people reached out for him, so to help me in the show. And so I appreciate everybody reaching out. And unfortunately, someone couldn't make it tonight. But yeah, I don't think this has to be a really long show because I think we're all exhausted. I'm tired. I just got off the gym myself and rushed home, but I was watching the whole game. Super exciting game, like I said. Just I couldn't believe the ups and downs of this game, the fast paced nature. I really enjoyed this. So, what to get into really on? I thought Wemby had not the greatest game. I thought Castle played well. Who else played? Trying to think. Keldon played good early on. Didn't Carter Bryant just keeps chugging along, getting his feet wet. He played with force. I like to see players play with force. I think they're taking an identity on from Castle, Keldon, players that play with force. I like that we got Vassell a little bit more into the mid range, and we got him going a little bit. He came up. He did miss a big wide open 3 when Wemby was double team, which I would have liked to see him make because it was wide open, just a corner 3. So I think he fades a little bit too. I don't know if that's just a natural thing he does. He's shooting the ball really well, so I mean you can't really hate on it, but he does a little bit of a fade that I don't know if that throws off his timing or what's going on. But if that was a corner 3 you can possibly make. A little bit of interesting. Gordon McLaughlin got in the game a little bit. I thought he gave a little bit of energy, but I mean I could have done without him. But he still made a hustle play. Got a board, missed a floater, probably easy floater, but when you don't play that much, it's you gotta, it's tough to make shots like that. But who else? We saw Mason Plumlee in there. We went to Carter Bryant at the 5. Sometimes, and we went to Mason Plumlee at times. I think he does, like Marshall had said, he does do a good job of screening. He got a little hustle play, got fouled one time. He just, guy eating minutes right now. He's a guy who's eating minutes for the Spurs. It's hard to really put much emphasis on how much he's going to actually play. No, obviously no Luke Cornett, no Dylan Harper for the Spurs. So I mentioned Kawhi being out. So, but no Dylan Harper, no Cornette for the Spurs, so they had to go with Mason Plumlee and Carter Bryant at the 5, and I think they did a better job of balancing it out, not completely going to the 5 and not necessarily leaving in Mason Plumlee completely in there by himself. And then they were able to get Wemby back in. So I think they did a better job than I've seen beforehand. I have to go back. I always watch the game the second time because it gives me more things to talk about. So I don't like to do a post game show because I watch it as a fan, and then I can go watch it, after the game and watch it more and watch what more of the nuances in the game and the game within the game that I can give better analysis. But unfortunately, a lot of times you got to do post game shows. It's just a really popular thing to do, and so I'm gonna have to adjust looking at the game faster and just more pay attention to it rather than just being a fan. But yeah, this was a super fun game. I enjoyed myself. I know it was scary for fans. I know fans were up and down, happy, mad, pissed off. But yeah, it was a super exciting game for me. So I enjoyed watching it. Clippers are going to be an interesting team. There's a team that Spurs could possibly play in the first round, depending on how they do the rest of the year and how they figure out the playing tournament. But yeah, I mean, Kawhi's obviously year 14, 28 points a game, I think, 50% from the field. He had an ankle injury, so he wouldn't want to play. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting team. I don't think the Clippers. Oh, Ben Mathurin was the guy. That's what I was thinking about. Ben Mathurin is the guy who had a nice game off the bench along with Jordan Miller. So it'd be interesting to see. I think John Collins, they did a little job where Brook Lopez was able to spread Wemby a little bit, have enough gravity to pull Wemby enough out, and then John Collins was able to. They exploited John Collins matchup, but sometimes he was on Vassell. Vassell was on him. Sometimes he got matched up with Fox. So I thought they could have exploited that. They did a decent job of exploiting that, but that was a little wrinkle. They did the pick and roll late with Garland. Was definitely something they were attacking, along with Isaiah Jackson. So that they went to that, and that was kind of their thing that they went too late too. I'm trying to think what other stuff from the game that I noticed. Cullen started off strong. I think he got fouled a couple of times, maybe like at least once. I could have said it was a foul, but yeah, his bully ball. I was wondering when teams would start timing that spin move, because he's always going to spin into the lane usually, and so he kind of does that, and so they jumped it one time. So I'm interested to see like if they in the playoffs they actually time that tendency, because that's the thing that's always going to be there, where you can always jump that spin move. I thought he got fouled though, but yeah, I mean, he plays hard, he does his thing, so you can never hate on him. Just consistently didn't have a through game where he normally Kelvin like has a big and factor in lane. I think that's what the Spurs kind of missed in the little crunch time. It was like, oh, who are we going to? Fox obviously mishandled the ball a little bit. You're like, oh god, you get a little nervous. Who are we going to in the clutch? What's going on? We saw a little bit of two-man game with Vassell throughout the game. That was just good to see. Harrison Barnes continues to just be. This is a weird dynamic with Harrison Barnes right now. From him having successful, beginning of the season to now, it's just like, whoa, what happened? So that's a big enigma in the season. In other ways, great season. I mean, it was obviously 50th win. I think we haven't done that in like 10 years. If I'm not mistaken, I have to look that up, but it's been a while since we've had 50 wins from the Spurs team, and it's already in game 60, 68 or 67, 68. So that's a big accomplishment for the Spurs, and we're trending great in a great way. So I don't think I need to be super long with this, analysis in this game. There wasn't really too I rather have, I'm trying to think, I'd rather have more banter from somebody to go off of. So, but yeah. So the Spurs win 119-115. It was a great game, like I always say. Let's go ahead and just call it a stream right now, because I got places I have things to do, and I gotta get ready for tomorrow. So thank you. Appreciate everybody coming through. If you could just leave a like, comment, and subscribe to all our social medias on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We appreciate all the likes. Marshall will probably be back next show, so we'll have a more in-depth, talk. But I appreciate everybody being here. If you could just comment down below, what was your favorite part of the game? Who was your player of the game? My play of the game, obviously, I put it as Steph Castle, probably 23, 7, and 8. I thought he definitely had he always hit the big three, too. It's like, it always comes through. So shout out to Steph Castle, game ball. So yeah, make sure you catch us later. Peace.